Not since a colonel named Sanders has a man captured the world's imagination through chicken the way our next guest has. He is host of the hugely successful YouTube series Hot Ones. Please say hello to Shawn Evans. Wow, with the Super Bowl coming, this is like chicken wings time to shine, isn't it? This is your...
It really is. It really is.
Your big season, huh?
It all comes down to this.
I can't imagine that there's anyone who hasn't seen your show at this point, but you have a job that, I was thinking about it today, no one else has ever had.
Chicken wing talk show host?
Yeah, chicken wing talk show host, but it's part interview, part hazing ritual, and... Do all your guests fully know what they're in for?
No, a lot of times it takes them by surprise. And I remember we had Seth Rogen do an episode one time, and after it was done, I think there's this expectation when, you do a show that it's gonna be one way, but afterwards he was like, this is not famous person hot. He had that idea that we'd nerf the wings, because we have celebrities on, but no, it really is like a super messed up show.
Celebrity Jeopardy isn't real Jeopardy.
Yeah, right.
Because they don't want the celebrities to look like idiots.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But not our show.
You don't have that.
No,
you don't
There's
have
no learning
that.
curve.
And what I think is the real secret to the show, if I may, is that it's a serious interview. It's a real interview. You're not jerking around. It's like if Charlie Rose jammed a bunch of Takis down your throat or something while he was doing it. You take it very seriously.
I do.
Yeah.
I think that's the key to how we've lasted as long as we've lasted. We have this unique novelty hook, but at the end of the day, we are kind of traditionalists, and I looked up to late night hosts like you, as you know, Conan O'Brien, David Letterman. So we do approach it in kind of a classic traditional way, even though it has this novelty internet-y hook.
Yeah, I think that is probably the secret to, because otherwise you could probably get tired of it after 15 or 20 of them. You've got actors, you've got athletes, you've got musicians on the show. Are there, do they approach it in different ways, athletes compared to actors?
Yeah, and I'd be curious your take on this, but I do think genre to genre, there is a difference in how they approach it. Like in an athlete, when they're doing Hot Ones, they approach it in almost like a one more rep kind of way. You can see the athlete wiring in them on the show. And then actors, artists, very I need to immerse myself in the experience. And then musicians are just worried that we might have fried their vocal cords. They might have destroyed their career while appearing on this internet talk show.
I approached it like a glutton, I guess, is the way I approach it, because it's funny because I looked at some of the comments after I did it and on YouTube, and people are very impressed that I ate the whole wing, which I didn't know it never occurred to me to not eat the whole wing.
I know this about you, so I think it's that's an exalted category in Hot Ones guests. Ones that eat the whole wing or ones that go through it with no water, no milk. But I don't lead anybody before they come on. I'm not like, hey, if you crush this whole wing, the fans will really like it.
Yeah, you didn't say anything
You just went in with that mentality and executed.
Yeah, not even really. I just was hungry for wings. Really, honestly, was my thought. And I didn't want to be, I did think about, because I watched He Who Will Not Be Named, Matt Damon, on the show. And I didn't want to be a milk maiden in that way. His little, sipping his little milk with his finger up after each thing. I wanted to eat the wings properly, like a savage, and I feel like I did.
Well, you did that. You're a Hot Ones legend.
Thank you very much.
Can't take that away from you.
How many... Have you ever added up how many wings you've eaten? Because you eat the wings along with the guests.
Well, it's easy math. So in May, I think we've been doing the show for 10 years. I think we've done over 300 episodes. So if you just do the math on that, I've eaten over 3,000 chicken wings just for the internet's amusement over the last decade.
At the end of a taping, do you ever eat just a few more?
You know what? No, I never want to eat another. When this is all said and done, I'll never eat another chicken wing again. After an episode, though, I do like the Zen sort of moment where people feel like they can't bother me. I'll put on some basketball shorts, I'll crank the AC, I'll get a bowl of ice cream, and just kind of relax it out. It's kind of in a Pavlovian way, my favorite part of the week.
Have there been injuries? Has anyone had to go to a hospital or anything?
Well, that I don't know. They do sign some ironclad waivers before they step onto the show. But I've suffered a handful of them. I've seen guests suffer them. Any cross-pollination problem that you can possibly have with hot sauce, I've done. So there's that natural inclination if the eyebrow's sweating to go and like take your hand, take your finger, wipe your eye. Will Ferrell, as he learned in our holiday special a few years ago, you go blind to the right side of your face. But I've made every hot sauce mistake that you can possibly make. The eye is kind of the second worst.
Have you thought about spin-off shows? Wait, what was the first worst? Oh, I just figured it out. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta watch out for that.
Yeah. Pro tip.
No one's tried to sue you, none of the celebrities?
Not successfully. So
Good. Have you thought about, like, taking this formula and doing another show? Like, for instance, I have a pitch for you.
I'm all ears.
It's called Hammer Toe, is what it's called.
All right.
And what you do is you got 10 questions and a hammer. And after each question, you hit the guest on the toe with each toe with the hammer, and then they have to answer the question.
I think we have a hit on our hands.
I think you're... Guillermo, I got good news. Your birthday next year,
No, thank you.
you're gonna be on Hammer Toe.
No, I'm gonna go to Mexico.
Are you worried about the bird flu?
Well, there's a lot of things that you worry about when you have a show like this.
Is that one of them?
Yeah, I didn't really think about it until you just said it, but yeah, I guess I'll add it to the list.
Yeah, you might want to put that on the
Yeah,
waiver.
it is. It's on the list now. Yeah.
Well, congratulations on the success of the show. It's a lot of fun to watch. It really is.
Thank you.
Hot Wings aside, you do a great job with it, and thank you for being here. The show is called Hot Ones. You can see new episodes every Thursday on YouTube. Shawn Evans, everybody. We'll be right back with Riley Green.